be our intro now.
Yes. I have made it my intro.
Hello, all you people.
That's mine. I copyright it right now.
So.
Find your own.
So. Copyrighted.
Copyright sup. Yo, what's up? This is BS Fan Fun Time.
Stop.
Aww. As always, I'm Belle the B.
And I'm Sophia the S.
Okay.
Don't mind me, I'm just procrastination at its finest, you know. Anyways, Oblivio. Oh hush, all of y'all know this show.
We get to talk about the hyped up, most beautiful thing ever.
You have hair on your shirt.
Y'all, Oblivio, oh my gosh. By far my newest favorite episode, oh my gosh.
I think every Miraculous fan's favorite episode.
So, I was right.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, don't you start. I'm never doing that again. That was horrible torture to do. Anyway, I was right yet again. I was right in Ginlock. I was right this time. About...
No, I got so many messages about how right you were. About, like, her theory. If you watched our last video, her theory...
Or my theory video.
Either one. We discussed her miraculous theories for future episodes. I think Oblivio was specifically in one of the videos.
Yeah, it was in our last one.
I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was in our last one. You're gonna make me start. We're both so tired. Y'all, this week has been hectic.
I didn't sleep last night. I took like a 2-hour nap, so.
And so y'all know, so I work at Gymboree, which if y'all don't know is closing its doors because, you know, a lot of reasons. But part of it's bankrupt again. But so I've been working there. If y'all go to a retail store, please.
Retail jobs suck.
They do.
You don't get hours. You're better off at a restaurant.
That depends on your retail job. But the reason that it sucks is not because of that. It's because people stop caring and don't know how to treat a store. Guys, if you go to a retail store, don't touch anything, please. Like, I get it. You're looking for a size. Okay, take the stack.
Put it back.
Put it back, please. And try to make it look nice.
Or if you're
it's
not
fine
going
if
to put
it's
it
not
back.
perfect. We get it. You don't work there. You don't know how we fold things. That's fine.
Just don't leave it in a freaking pile to where it's like we're trying to piece together a puzzle.
Yeah.
A 1,000-piece puzzle?
Like, I don't know where everything goes. Because my manager moves stuff all the time. So I end up being the one having to go, where does this go? Where does this go? I gotta find it. Because somebody didn't put it back. It's not my job to clean up. Okay, anyway. I'm off topic. Anyway,
I said don't mind me.
No, I know.
Working.
I just like, your handwriting's pretty. Anyway,
thanks.
So, anyway, I was right. At least
Again.
one of my theories. And it was the worst one. Because if you remember, or if you didn't remember, or didn't hear, or whatever, one of my theories was that they discover each other after they don't know who each other are, after their memory's erased. Which is exactly what happens. But it's okay, because it actually happened in a decent way. My only issue was the ending. Not that part of the ending, but the end where it was like, oh, miraculous ladybug, oh, I don't remember a thing. Oh, no.
I started screaming
So
towards that ending. Like, I couldn't watch the video, like, anywhere near a building on campus. Yeah, anywhere near civilization, because I was about to make everybody's ears bleed with how much I was screaming.
I about died. Just, like, them together is adorable, period, but, like, Oh my gosh. Every bit of that. Every bit of
I don't need my memories to remember that I love her.
I love that girl. Yes, you do, Adrian. Yes, you do.
And then Marinette's freaking like, what? He's Ken Horror. I'm like, oh, honey, the day you realize who he is.
It's gonna be the best day for us.
Wait.
What?
Was that their first kiss?
No, their second. Dark Cupid.
Oh,
their
right.
first both mutual kiss, yes. And both technically aware at the time, even though they forgot
Well, I
afterwards.
guess to add to the cuteness, I guess Adrian and Marinette have been each other's first kiss.
They have. As far as we know, anyway.
They better be.
They better be. Oh my gosh. I can't. It's so cute. And like the whole time, like the whole bathroom thing. Can I just like give a slight round of applause for the when they fell out of the vents? I see Marinette is still herself. Anyway, she's just clumsy. That's just how it is. Me too. Me too, girl.
Okay, so for the theories, there were 2 that I believe are correct. Not just the one about how it was gonna end, or like the whole thing about their memories, but like the Kwamis too, because we.
No, I think I was wrong about that because I didn't know, and that's another thing I should have put on here.
Yeah.
I didn't know, and this is awesome. This honestly counted for some more canon stuff. Kwamis can be affected by magic. Who knew? Like when I saw Tiki's face and her shock and surprise at first at seeing Marinette and Adrian, I thought it was a face of, oh my gosh, y'all know who each other are, and didn't realize Oblivio had happened or something. But then I was like, oh, that doesn't make sense. And as I kept watching, I was like, wait, she doesn't remember who she is either? What? That doesn't make sense, you know, because I thought, my whole thing was I thought that they couldn't be affected by magic because they remembered everything. Like, Plague remembered Dark Cupid, he remembered what he did, all that kind of stuff, and he told him about later. I didn't realize that they are, in fact, affected by magic, apparently, and so that was an interesting little thing to discover.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder why...
Because we've seen,
we haven't noticed it before.
Yeah.
Unless it's just a...
Well, see, the times when... That's the first... I guess the only reason why we haven't seen the Kwamis affected by magic before is because whenever Cat Noir gets akumatized or gets touched by the akumatized victim, Plague doesn't pop right back out. He stays in Cat Noir form. So that's the only time... And Cat Noir, as far as I'm aware in all the episodes, he's been the only one who's been, like, akumatized. Like, touched by the akumatized victim or whatever, affected by them, affected by their magic. So we haven't seen them end up deactivating. And then see that the Kwamis get affected.
What is my name? Okay, yeah, I mean, like, so are you saying, like, that they...
I'm saying that's probably the reason why we haven't seen them get affected. Maybe they have. Maybe they do get affected all this time, but we've never...
Then why doesn't
they've never had to deactivate while they've been akumatized.
Then why does Plague remember and not Adrian?
I got no guess.
Because I was going to say maybe it's a memory thing, but I don't remember if... Tiki acted like she knew what happened after Oblivio, so I'm gonna have to rewatch that. Perfect excuse to go rewatch something, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So But anyway, so they still, oh my gosh. So the bathroom scene, the vent scene, like everything before the first like phone thing, basically.
Yes.
Where they realized that they could be each other's love. Ironic. Anyway, before that stuff, they were, now, if you're with, I guess, if you forget all of your memories and you're with cute boy or cute girl, you know, whoever you're with, and y'all are trying to escape a dangerous monster, do you really think that, like, normally you would sit there and blush at each other when you both reach for the doorknob and stuff like that? If it's just a random, like, cute person?
Well, yeah, because they still cute.
Yeah, but you're not going to stop and stare into each other's eyes.
What if they wanted to?
You're being chased by a monster!
We can
That
stop
could
for a
potentially
second.
kill you.
We can stop for a second. Look at each other's eyes. It'll be the last thing we see.
Well, the point is...
Super romantic.
Oh my gosh. I wouldn't. I'd be like, peace! But, they did that, though. They looked into each other's eyes, blushing like...
Little first love children.
I love you.
That's so cute.
You're cute. I like you. But I don't realize that. They still fell in love. They were falling in love before they realized they could be each other's love. Is my point I'm trying to make. So, in other words, Adrian... No, here's my thing. If Hawkmoth never happened, if Cat Noir and Ladybug never happened, yeah, we'd have no story, but I also believe that, you know, I mean, obviously, Adrian would still be trying to go to school because he did that before Cat Noir happened. And so he'd eventually get to school, and he would find Marinette, and everything like that would still happen, because that had nothing to do with the superhero thing, except for one thing, which was Marinette's newfound confidence in herself. So that's the only bit that might stray this theory, but
Yeah.
I believe that without Ladybug, Adrian would have fallen in love with Marinette, because she's the same person.
Mm-hmm.
And here's my thing, too. I don't think that if she never met Adrian, she would fall in love with Cat Noir. Now, I think there's some truth to it now, because he's so flirty and everything, and now he's showing that, no, this is true and real feelings and stuff. But at the beginning, before all that stuff happened, she had no feelings for him whatsoever. All her flirting was pure going back because he was doing it to her, so she was doing it back at him, being like, haha, not a chance. Not a chance.
Yeah, she
kitty.
teases him.
Mm-hmm.
Shame on you, girl. If only you knew!
Anyway, but in that case, I'm saying, is that we get to see here that Adrian really does like Marinette, because, and that he just doesn't acknowledge it. I mean, he liked her here before he realized, you know, anything about her. So, what's to say that if they hadn't become the superheroes in the first place, that they wouldn't have gone out sooner? Thanks. So,
You're welcome.
what's my next thing?
Everything we
Plague, though! Plague, though. Come on, don't be a sourpuss. You get it? You
It's
get
too
it?
early for puns.
You're Cat Noir! You're not allowed to say that! I should be the one saying that. I should have made you read that.
Fine. Plague, though. I mean, let's talk about Plague for a minute. Come on, man. Don't be a sourpuss.
It's too early for puns.
Oh, shut up.
We had to switch
I'm
to
also
back.
Ruby. Remember that. Ruby don't do puns.
Wrong
Yang does.
fandom. Don't look at my shirt.
Oh yeah, she's wearing a Ruby shirt and she wants to tell me about wrong fandom.
Well, at least I've got my Miraculous on, Adrian. Anyways, so.
Shut up.
Yell at me for losing my Miraculous.
Hey, I know exactly where my Miraculous is.
Not on your hand. Anyways.
It is on my desk. In a
no, it's not. No,
in a laser security system. Where any sort of Akuma tries to come near it, it gets disintegrated.
Okay. Why would the Akuma come towards it?
To try to take it away. A little strong butterfly. or if any Akumatized villain.
Oh, wouldn't that be interesting?
I just ripped my notepaper. It's fine.
Wouldn't that be interesting though if it was like that's how Shot Blanc happens? No, if that's how Shot Blanc happens, like, because we know we're supposedly getting Shot Blanc. So like, what? Oh yeah, you're not in the fandom like I am. Okay, so meaning she doesn't read the fanfics and know the lingo. Okay, so Chat Blanc, so you know Chat Noir, so that means black cat.
So I mean
and Chat Blanc is white cat. And it's his Akumatized version. It's been a fan thing for forever, and now they're making an episode, which is kind of ironic. Supposedly, allegedly, they're making it an episode.
Interesting.
I know. So, it'd be interesting, though, if, like, that's how he got Akumatized, is if Hawkmouth just, like, let's try sending, like, he just takes his ring off one day, like, to go, I don't know, take a shower or something. Actually take a shower and not just stand there and, like,
looking gorgeous and all that.
Pretend to be in the shower.
Oh, yeah, like that one episode.
Like,
and then he teases Ladybug about it, and he's like, "You can come in if you want." She's
no,
like,
he doesn't,
or something along those lines. It was like it was eyebrow raising, that's for sure.
It was because of her. She said, "We have to leave," something like that, and she's like, and he's like, "Okay, can I put my clothes back on?" And she's like,
"If you must.
If you must. I mean, yes, of course." Oh, Marinette, hun.
I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking right now because we're trying to keep this PG.
PG. Anyway,
you're trying to keep it PG. Later. Yeah, we're keeping it PG for this one. She's the reason why we're PG. If it were me, I'd be R. No, I'm kidding.
We're keeping it PG because this is a show for smalls.
Yeah, and yet they made a reference that's not for smalls.
But anyway, Anyway, so
no, Adam's not awake by now. He's still in his sleep-induced coma.
So Plague, though, let's talk about Plague because, like, honestly, it was kind of funny because now some people have trouble liking Plague at all because he's, well, you know, he's very selfish and self-centered and he doesn't really always seem to be there for Adrian when he needs him, you know, that kind of stuff. But, I mean, sometimes he does, like, push through and show that he does care for Adrian. And there were those moments, like in Siren, when he was about to take his ring off and quit being Cat Noir because nobody would tell him what was going on. And
yeah, that was intense.
It was, which is funny to say about this show that anything is intense. But yeah, but Plague stopped him and was like, "No, man. I mean, sure, I could probably find some other Cat Noir that could give me cheese, but he won't be you. But he won't be you." And it was just like that moment of like, "Oh, he does care." You know, and Oh, what was another moment? There was another moment in there. Oh, yeah, whenever Captain Hard Rock, when he wanted to go to the concert, but he couldn't, and Flag's like, oh, you can see everything from right here. You don't need to go and walk around and get tired and whatever. And he was like, I just want to go to my friend's concert, Flag. And he's like, well, why didn't you say so? I'll give you a concert right now. And then he's saying really badly.
That was still really sweet.
It was so cute. I loved it. And Adrian was still throwing a fit, so it didn't really mean much to me. But, you know, that kind of stuff was happening. So, like, I mean, he's had his moments where it's really like, aw. But I gotta say, I about died laughing when Flag was going through the city like, psh, whatever, I'm not selfish, I'm not self-centered, not everything's about me, but I still care, you know. And then, like, he, like, runs and, like, sees, like, all of the Adrian bulletins and posters everywhere. And he's like, this is psychological harassment! Because he didn't remember that he's a model. None of them did. And so, just, like, that little factor there.
It's okay. This is just for my note card. I'm not fact-checking yet.
Anyways. But, like, that, honestly, was probably my favorite, like, funny part in the whole show. Was that little bit right there. Because, like, he's just going, he's like, Adrian? What? No. Adrian, this is psychological harassment! It's just the best little thing, because, you know, you don't think about the fact that he is literally everywhere. Also, that poster's still up?
Now I really want to know who's playing piano.
This makes me think of Timeline. When I see stuff like that, that's what that does for me. Because why? It's been a long while now. That poster surely wouldn't still be up. So we know that, sorry, I'm going off topic into the Timeline now. So we know that, excuse me for mispronunciating, but the Animestro, whatever.
Animaestro.
Animaestro.
I believe.
I liked calling it Animaestro because I thought it was more fun to say. It
Animaestro.
was more fun to say, okay?
Okay.
Anyways, so, we know that happened before this episode because we see the poster of the movie. Mm-hmm. But it makes me wonder where exactly in the timeline it is, because it would have to be fairly close to, I want to say it'd be kind of fairly close to both Frozer and what is it? What is the episode where that ad first comes out? No, it's with, is it just Gorilla? Is that what it's called?
I really don't remember.
Something like that. That episode, though. I think it's really close to those two, and I think Frozer's close to that one. Because I can't see an ad staying up for months and months and months like that. But maybe it is for some reason. I don't know. Okay, moving on. Okay, let's be honest, though. I love how Oblivio was formed because Alia and Nino basically were embarrassed that they got caught making out in the closet. Like, let's be honest, that's what happened. I wouldn't have thought that if it weren't for the last picture before the door opened. Where they were, like, posed to kiss each other, and then the door opened and they freaked out. Like,
you naughty girl, Alia.
well, I mean, it's fine. They went away to go play their game in peace and whatever. But let's be honest, that wasn't why they were embarrassed. PG-wise, that was why they were embarrassed. but let's be honest. I just like wanted to add that in because that honestly cracked me up. I was like, really? That's all right. We went there. Cool. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Here, you want to scream the next one out since it's all caps? Not too loud.
Everything we could have ever wanted happened and we loved it.
What'd you say?
No,
just kidding. That wasn't words.
I was gonna say, and I'm like, was that even English?
No. That was my jibber jabber.
Jibber jabber. Said that in perfect unison. That was great.
That was beautiful. It's like we were quoting something, but we weren't. Anyway. But yeah, basically everything we could have ever wanted in this episode happened. And it was amazing and beautiful and oh my god. Especially one specific part. At the end. Oh my gosh. But no, seriously, like, oh my gosh.
It was beautiful, and then 2 seconds later, it broke your heart.
Them forgetting was the saddest thing in the world.
But Adrian said, if it's happened once, it might happen again.
I can do it again.
So,
if I could get her to fall in love with me once, I can do it again. Yes, you can. In fact, she's already in love with you. Just neither of you realize it.
You're both so blind. And you're so blonde.
So, except for they forgot afterwards. But bonus, Alia snapped a pic. Whoop. So that means that it is a thing now. Because when I was watching it with my boyfriend, it got to that point before Alia snapped the picture or anything. And he was like, wait, so they're just gonna forget this ever happened and that's it? That's the end of this story? Like, what in the world? And I was like, just wait. And he's like, this doesn't make sense. And he's right. Like, it wouldn't have made sense without the picture. Like, we would have had no reason to have had this episode almost, other than just for fans. And that's it. But now we've got a simmering hope in Adrian. And disgust in Marinette, but that's fine. Eventually. Eventually. Guys, eventually.
We're getting there.
The only thing we want is for them to actually reveal. But Marinette keeps saying it won't happen until after Hawkmoth is defeated, and by then the series will be over. And like, Austin's other argument is that he says that if, and a lot of people say this to me when I talk about the show and they have no idea what I'm talking about at work. But a lot of people say that basically once they show, like once they reveal each other, the show's over. Nobody's going to care anymore. I'm like, no. Because now we got to see them love each other, which is going to be adorable, and I'm going to love every second of it. And then 2, we get to, like, you know, see how they deal with being both and knowing who each other are and that kind of, and the struggles that lie in that, you know, because there are struggles in that. Because now they've got to keep both each other's identities secret, and they cannot get akumatized for the sakes of anything. And so far, really, the only one that has done no wrong and has not gotten anywhere close to being akumatized is Adrian. That's kind of sad. No, not sad that Adrian hasn't, but like sad that Marinette is incapable.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's
no,
that means that Adrian has better control.
Just in case.
Yeah, Adrian has better control over his emotions than Marinette does.
Oh, so surprised the guy has more control over his emotions.
Well, you would think that the girl who was at the top of Santa's list would have the best.
I know, that didn't make any sense. Adrian should have been at the top of that list, not Marinette.
He should at least be number 2. If Marinette's number 1, he should be number 2.
Either way, he should be number 1.
He really should be. Given his situation, he only gets really mad when his dad actually gives him a legitimate reason to be upset. Other than that, Marinette's like, oh my gosh, that girl's stealing my crush. The crush that I can't ever make a move on.
I'm gonna steal his phone.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that. I was talking
no,
about
but I am. I'm saying
Lila.
like all the many things. There's Lila, Chloe. There's a lot of people. Kagami now. Jeez. I mean,
honey, stop being a stammering mess and just say it. Just Nike.
Was what? She was so close.
Just say it and Nike.
If she had given him the right letter and backward, or everything would have been fine. But she
doesn't need no letter. She needs to say it verbally. She needs to woman up.
She's just she can't. She quite literally can't. Her brain stops functioning when he draws near, and she's like, hey.
That's what I mean by woman up. Stop it.
Anyways, so that's really all we've written down. Honestly, there's a lot more that we could discuss because this episode was amazing in every way, shape, or form. Like we didn't even talk about like Master Fu.
Oh yeah, where she's like,
Mr. Turtle.
Mr. Turtle. That was so cute.
That was adorable. I want Master Fu to be Mr. Turtle now.
Can he please? Please? Can we also just express Adrian's disappointment when he tried to call his dad and then he didn't answer? Like our sweet little sunshine child.
I mean, like, honestly though, he was like, must be my dad. Okay, can we also say that's the first time he hasn't called him father?
Oh my gosh.
It's the first time he's been able to just call him what he is, dad.
Well, father is still dad.
Yeah, but it's more formal and it's less... It's more like what you would call a priest. It's more like what you would call somebody that is your father, but you don't know them very well. That kind of a thing, you know? Like you'd be like, oh, you're my father, versus dad, what's up? You know. What in my life? Wow. But that was the saddest thing where I was like, Gabriel Agreste must be my dad. Calls.
No response.
And like he looks so like he's like ready to like speak to him. He's like, let's hope you have more love. Just like the most devastating thing in the world.
I love how everybody like on this channel just tolerates you and my screaming. Oh no, my car.
That's what this is for. It's for everybody to scream together.
This is our own amino. What's that
What?
No, there's like an app on there that's like for it's like Reddit, but it's not Reddit. It works like Reddit.
Shoo. You'll not say.
Hold on, I'll find it.
Alright, fact checker. Anyway.
I tried it and I got really bored of it, so. That's it.
Oh, amino. Yeah, I have heard about that.
I didn't like it. Nobody actually talks about the fandom.
Lame. I have Discord, where they sometimes talk about the fandom.
See, I hate it's like these apps are supposed to be like talk about the fandom, but it's like when there was a new episode released for like anything, nobody was talking about it, and I'm like, y'all suck.
Yeah.
I want to fangirl with some of you people. But
Oh well, we have each other and we have this now.
Yes,
That's why we created this, so we could fangirl about stuff.
Yee.
And theorize and stuff like that.
Mainly you.
So, speaking of theorizing though, we're still waiting to hear about when the next episode's coming out, and I'm still waiting. Haven't gotten it yet. Still waiting. I don't want to wait so long. Because supposedly the movie comes out next year sometime.
Oh, right. And he wants to, like, release
He
all
wants
the
to get everything out before that. But oops, excuse me, I got the hiccups. But, like, I've heard tell that allegedly, the episodes aren't really coming out a lot in France and Spain or something like that. So that's why we haven't been getting anything. Is that true? I don't know. But allegedly, that's what I've heard. So we'll go with that. All right, so let's update real quick. So this is off topic now. We're going to be working on some covers soon, hopefully. And we've got a list. We've got a very long list of songs. We're not going to say any of them, but we've got a long list of songs, hopefully, that we'll be able to do. We also want to do some music videos eventually.
Hopefully. Over
the summer, probably, is when those are going to start filming and stuff. So as for when they're going to come out, no clue. But
we keep you posted.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated. But those are really the only things we've got going on. The next, like, big thing that we're doing, honestly, planned, that we're doing is RTX, which is the Rooster Teeth Convention, which I know is not technically...
RTX!
Which I know is not this fandom, but that's okay. We're going to announce it anyway, because we've announced it on the other ones.
Yes.
Before. But, so that'll be the next vlog, unless we go do something else. I know we're going to probably maybe go watch Frozen 2 together when that comes out in the fall. And we'll probably vlog a bit of that or something. But yeah, so other than that, that's kind of the update on where we're at in this channel right now. So other than that, we will see y'all the next time.
And as we say in Miraculous, pound it.
Thank you. Gosh.